The man of pagan things.
Have in the studio right here at MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. And let me just try to also read out the message. And morning, Uncle Kyle and Moscow. Mamuka say Pachinda Haita Babaru Kumakwasha. Thank you very much, Babaru Mamuka Osei Kwamuri Koko. It's great to know that you are tuned in right here on MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. So the one that I've just played right now is called Dollar Life, and of course Swerfsip is going to be talking to us and telling us what it is all about. But just to begin with Tripanopa MSU Radio 90.3, first of all, Swerfsip, we want to welcome you right here on MSU Radio.
Yeah, thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah. And I believe you also came with somebody who's your cameraman or your photographer.
Yeah, that's my videographer. His name is Feezy.
Okay,
Feezy Shots.
Big shout out to Feezy Shots.
Feezy
Shots. Now thinking of Feezy,
maybe juices now.
Okay, you've actually just reminded me of a friend of mine named Feezy. But anyway, big shout out to you, Feezy Shots, for that one. And now, having you here, MSU Radio. Obviously, everybody now wants to know who Swerfsip is. Who is Swerfsip to people who have started knowing you, Nasi, and those that are going to be your fans starting today while we're on MSU Radio?
Yeah. Well, Swerfsip is a writer, producer, and I do piano. I'm just a creative person in general. That's the way I can put it. I do a lot.
All right.
So I can't start saying everything I do now.
Okay.
But I'm basically a writer and a singer and rapper. That's what I do.
All right. Okay. But do you produce your own music or you
Yeah, I produce my own beats and stuff.
So you're actually a producer as well?
Yeah, I'm a producer.
Okay, that's exciting. Don't just artist, writer. He is also a producer. So of course, an artist no but I'm at the end of the day, you understand? All right. Now, tell me a brief about how you got to start music as Swerfsip. When did you realize that you wanted to pursue this journey of music?
Okay, well, honestly, let me start with a bit of a background. I grew up in a musical family. My dad's a musician.
All right.
He plays guitar, he plays keyboard, drums. He plays a lot of instruments, actually.
Okay.
So being a kid, my first toy in life was a keyboard.
All right.
Coincidentally.
All right.
So my dad just realized I was a creative kid. So he was just let me get this kid into music. But I only started being serious at a later stage in life. I think around 12 years old. I mean, actually older than that.
Okay.
Around, let's say, around 17. That's when I'm okay, I'm going to do this thing now. But it was just a whole procedure of finding myself.
All right. Okay. So, why did you decide to call yourself Swerfsip?
Swerfsip. Actually, it's for the algorithm, actually. I just thought, let me make something that sounds cool. Say, Swerfsip. I'm just that's the one.
Does it have something to do with surf and then you sip or something like that? What?
Well, a lot of people will be thinking it's we're talking about juices and stuff. Yeah, but it's just it's something that sounds cool to say. It's got a ring to it, I think.
All right.
It's got a ring to it.
But now I just played this song called Dollar Life. What's it all about?
Well, Dollar Life is all about wanting a better life for yourself. I just want a life, life of luxury, life where I've got a lot of options. I don't like a life where you have to do something because you have no other options. I was singing I just want a Bentley and I just want a Porsche. A rich guy has got options. You can just wake up I've got a purple Nike, I need a purple Bugatti.
All right.
That's the kind of life we need.
All right. But your taste of music, feel how can I put it? This international in it. Do you have somebody that inspires you from the international scene?
From the international scene, I think Burna Boy, basically. I feel it's versatile.
Have you got albums? Have you got EPs to your name, or you've got singles? Tell us about that.
Well, in the meantime, I've got singles.
All right.
I've got 8 singles, including 5 music videos.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so who shoots your music videos?
Yeah. Right there. I've got he's my videographer. It's called Victor.
VZ.
Yeah.
Victor.
Let me not use his government name.
Okay.
It's
VZ. All right. Also, all the videos that we will be checking out on YouTube, he's the one. Okay, so you got 8 singles, and you said you're also a producer, but have you worked with other producers in during the releasing and the production of your music?
Oh yeah, I've worked with a guy called Majesty on Flex for that first song we played, Dollar Life. Yeah, we collaborated to bring that whole project to life.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and that's the only.
I've also worked with a guy called Truth. Shout out Truth.
All right.
He's from Guero.
Oh, okay. And have you ever had any opportunity to be able to perform live at events and things like that?
Oh yeah, I once shared stage with Nyasha David and Bazooka at the 3rd edition of the Burnout in Guero.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's quite exciting, man. How was the feeling?
Yeah, amazing, man.
Yeah.
The whole crowd. Amazing stuff.
Went crazy.
Now it was crazy. Waves.
Yeah. Okay. We will talk more about how your peers, your supporters, your family have been supportive to your music and to what you chose to be doing. We'll talk more into that. But in the meantime, remember everybody, Makatera MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM, and we are with Swerfsip. He's at the end of the day. So I'm about to play a song that is called Drift. Can you tell me a little bit about this song before I get to play it?
Well, let's say 2 days before the 3rd edition of the Mahogany Burnouts, right? Now 2nd edition actually, because 3rd edition is when I performed. I realized we got a show going on. It's gonna be cars drifting. It's gonna be a lot of action. So I hopped in the studio, made a whole instrumental, wrote the track, and I'm like, let's make this happen. Pulled on the videographers that we just went there to bring everything to life. So I was going around just looking for volunteers who were going to be in the video and stuff. Then we got it edited. That's how the whole project came to life.
Yeah, that's quite exciting too. Anyway, 25 minutes after 7 is our time, and remember, this is the breakfast show right here on MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. And as you always know, our breakfast show Thursdays and Fridays, Nokupai, my local artist, and this is the track coming through from Swerfsip with a track called Drift. And I hope that you are. Okay, I hope that you're not drifting as you're going to work, because you're going to get in an accident. I was about to say drift, because these guys are definitely going to be drifting going to work.
Risky business.
Yeah, it's a risky move at the end of the day. Anyway, coming through from Swerfsip with a track called Drift, and enjoy right here on MSU Radio.
Easy.
Definitely the studio is on fire. Somebody call the fire brigade team, because it's totally on fire. So this one was called Drift, coming through from Swerfsip, and well, man, I felt that one. That is some hella dope track out there, man.
Thank you, man.
Like for real. Okay, so how do you come up with these lyrics and writing? How do you just wake up and then you say, okay, fine, I just want to write? Or you actually come across something and you're like, okay, lyrics just start coming. How do you come about with lyrics and writing music?
Well, like you said before, like waking up and stuff. Sometimes I wake up and I'm just like, whoa, I've got something crazy I'm thinking. But on the most part, I take advantage of my emotions. And I feel like I'm super happy. I'll write a happy tune, and it's gonna be a banger for sure.
Yeah.
It's like if I try writing a happy tune while in a like sad mood, it doesn't work. If I try writing a sad song while we're happy, it doesn't work. So when I'm super happy, that's where it's all natural. It just comes in. Like,
Yeah.
I actually picture the whole song from start to finish. So I just take advantage of the whole emotions I go through.
Yeah. Okay. So besides you writing your own tracks, have you ever had somebody helping you in terms of writing tracks?
Nah, never. Not a single word.
Wow. Okay.
Not a single word.
All right. Now, you talked about the background of your family doing music. Your dad is an artist.
Yeah, he's an artist. He plays more of instruments and stuff, but he doesn't sing or anything.
Okay. So you also have your own studio?
Yeah, I've got my own personal studio at home, in the house, bedroom studio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now that's okay. So how many are you? Like, do you have siblings or something?
Yeah, I've got an older brother and a younger sister.
Okay. Are they artists?
Nah, none of them are artists.
So you're the only one who had to pursue with your dad's...
Exactly, I'm the only one who's doing music now.
Okay, all right. So since you've started music, I know that, the business of music now is now more congested. There's a lot of players, there's a lot of artists, there's a massive boom of artists, understand? And it's even surprising that you can have a very talented artist but not being noticed enough, And you, as an artist personally, what are you doing to fight that or to maneuver through that, so that at the end of the day you come out, progressive, you come out being noticed?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. So basically, right, I'm trying to mix all the cultures that I've experienced in life, all the cultures, dialects, because I grew up in the UK.
Okay.
So it's a very versatile place. You get people from all ethnicities, cultures and backgrounds.
Alright.
Because I've got a white best friend, I've got friends from India, and I was just linking with all types of people. So if I use that cultural diversity in my music, I feel like it's going to be different when people listen to it.
I'm quite happy that you said that you grew up in the UK, right?
Yeah.
So how did you, what's the difference, what are some of the differences that you saw in terms of the music industry in the UK and in Zimbabwe? Because I believe that, I'm not saying kuti takanya usara zokudaro, but I know that takasara. So music, right?
I'm not the one that said it. I'm not the one that said it.
No, come on. It's a fact. It's a fact, right? Yeah, because the way music pays in the UK is different from the way music pays in Zimbabwe. Yes. In Zimbabwe, you have got to go through Mbingas. You've got to praise Mbingas in your music. People have got money and things like that, right? So just tell me some of the differences that you noticed personally.
Well, I feel like the industry abroad is way more thorough. See what we do here, where one producer makes the beat, he records, he mixes, he masters. That's how you actually get someone who makes the beat alone. They send over the files to a mixing engineer. They mix the beat and the vocal. There's actually a recording engineer too. They get everything done. His whole job is just to get your vocals, checks the levels, checks the equalization. Then there's a guy who mixes, who's separate from the recording guy, also separate from the instrumental guy. Then there's a guy who masters. So it's a bit more thorough because it's a whole team. They believe in teamwork, basically.
Sure.
But this side, I feel like there's less teamwork, less exposure to. Yeah, I feel like sometimes people just have equipment, but the technical know-how, it's there, but it's not as thorough. And I wish to see that change one day, because I'm trying to, with my music, I'm trying to, just introduce something that's just different. I'm trying to introduce versatility.
Yeah. All right, and I'm happy you mentioned something to do with exposure, because that's what lacks in a lot of people, and because of that, we have got a music industry whereby the producer, why they have to end up doing everything now, is because they're trying to get money, and sometimes they end up producing semi-baked music, because they just want money. I've had artists that sometimes way back, not here, I don't want to be saying here, but way back I've had artists that actually sound horrible, my guy, very horrible. But because you want to give people a chance, right, on air, you don't get to choose what the listeners may like. You only have to give tereri zvavari zvawana zvacho, and then ivo vojaja kuti
critics.
They have to judge it. Okay, this artist is good, which is why we are always opening our platforms to say, okay, fine, tell us what you think about this artist, tell us what you think about this artist, because we don't want to be the judges, because people are going to end up saying radio presenters they don't like us, they don't push our music and things like that, they want to be paid and things like that. It's not always like that. Sometimes why I wouldn't play a certain track of somebody on my show is because sometimes my show is so hyped up that I don't want to be ending up playing boring music that will bore the listeners. It will definitely kill the vibe and even the listenership that I have on the show. So at the end of the day, I think producers have got to learn to at least tell an artist straight up, whether they've got money or they don't. But if they have money, you've got to be able to tell your artist that, you know what, man, yes, you want to pay for this, but this is crap. I can't record this.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? If it's crap, it's crap.
Yeah, not many producers have those guts.
Exactly.
Because I feel like, yo, this guy gonna pay me 20. I gotta just do this.
I'm just gonna do this, you know. And they don't even think about marketing it and things like that.
Nah, they don't think of all that. They don't think.
So let me ask you also, as an artist, what are some of the challenges that you have been noticing in the music industry, or maybe personally or generally as artists, and or speaking on behalf of all other artists out there, maybe here in Zimbabwe or when you're in your UK, but I would rather focus on Zimbabwe mostly. What are some of the challenges that you'd say, if these could be fixed, if these could be addressed, I think our music as artists, or your music, could be even bigger than what it is now?
First of all, before we get anywhere, right, let me just say we've got very talented artists in Zim. I swear we have people who are international here. The only problem is that most people don't know how to identify.
Okay.
That's from lack of exposure again. They want to start identifying you, let's say, when you catch on the internet or in another country. But you could be living with a Drake here in Zim, but people would just be saying, it's just an everyday guy.
Yeah.
So, what I think is another challenge, right, is that there's no thorough processing when most upcoming artists make their music. And in a sense, okay, let me put it in this sense. It's like, someone just wakes up, like, let me write a song. 20 minutes is done. He just downloads a beat. He goes to the studio. It's way more than that in music. You need to know, like, how to have your delivery straight on. You didn't know how to structure your lyrics, how to lay out vocals. You know, when you're recording, naturally a chorus should be larger than the verses. If you listen to even pop music, you know, in pop music, when the chorus drops, it sounds way bigger, it's got a lot of energy. You go back to the verse, it's all neutral. But not many people take that into consideration now. It's like, people just do music to mimic other people. You just listen to Drake, he's saying, I don't like that guy. You hop in the studio, you're like, I don't like that guy. You don't even, like, know the culture you're following. So I feel like people need to follow who they are, their culture, and their personal, what can I say, personal experiences to make proper music.
Yeah. All right. Wow, those are great points out there, man. And if somebody is listening out there as an artist, I'm pretty much sure they should take note of that. Now, what you think about, because I think maybe you only noticed it here more in Zimbabwe than when you were in the UK, right?
Yeah.
What do you think about the Mbinga culture, where we are having artists singing about a certain Mbinga so that maybe they can get some money, or maybe so that they can, I don't know, they can get some endorsements or something like that?
Yeah.
As an artist, what do you think about that?
Okay, as an artist, okay, can I state the other side before we get to the artist part?
Yes.
First of all, I wouldn't blame them. That's the first thing I'll say, man, because honestly, we all want a better life. It's not like you see a person with a G-Wagon in town and you don't want to approach them like, yo, can you just leave me 100? But the problem is that they praise them too much. That's where the problem starts. You know, rich people, right? If you praise them, it could be a humble person, but the moment you're like, Mbinga, yeah, do, blah, blah, Mbinga, they lose a certain level of respect for you. They start seeing you as a slave. You know that with a rich person, they like gods. Like, you gotta go there acting like, yo, you're rich, it's a wagon, it's cool. Just talk to them as a person. These are people. Some people have had generational wealth for a lifetime. You can't approach someone who's had generational wealth like in certain ways or anything. I mean, like they want to learn about people from a human perspective. Imagine growing up with money. You've had it all your life. You don't want to hear money talk. You want to hear people who come up to you like humans. You see what I'm saying? Can't just go there talking about money, because to them it's a normal life. They wanna have that other side, to be in people's shoes at times. So if you have to praise them, I feel like you're already like doing something wrong.
Sure.
Yeah.
And wow, okay. And I think musically, I feel like that whole attitude of singing about people who've got money, it kills the consistency of the music. That's my personal view, because today you sing about Uncle Cow because maybe in there go pizza, but what if tomorrow Uncle Cow wakes up pizza? That means your music is going with Uncle Cow now.
It's like trend chasing.
Yeah, exactly. You know, and I feel like in as much as yes, we want money, but let there be consistent. But have you ever had any Mbinga who actually endorsed you or something like that? Because you sang about him. Okay, did you ever have you ever sang about somebody?
Nah.
What if somebody comes to you today and says, "My guy, I got a $50. I'll start with the money. You know, you're not going to go artist, Zvishavane. I got a $50. I want you to sing a track about me."
360 that two-door, we drift. With this trash, cause you got a smoke out in the air, yeah, man, it's deep. Now, see my name in this track, so looking henchman to your lip. Bruh, G-Force, look at mine now, it's that deep going now. Pull up my G. 360 that two-door, we drift. With this trash, cause you got a smoke out in the air, yeah, man, it's deep. I ain't a down in that jumpsuit with that alpha looking on feet. Yeah, kill them looking pink there, look at Amy, look at Keisha, yeah, man. Bring out my whole guy, Nikos, they man, they got the force and peace. Speakers be all on me, feel a little ramble, like the monarchy. You wanna flex on me, huh? Can get a hold of me. Use jealousy, roll on, look at my call on Jojo on my knee. I see that she found out me, girl told me, she not the same told me. I tell the rain rush, she drifts long guys, make the hits on the black cat keys. Ayy, she got the cat eye, she got me into Sabine, let's go honey. Roaming around with my entourage in G-Town, let that be. What's my 360 that two-door, my drift. With this chance, cause you got a smoke up in the air, yeah man, it's big. Now, see my nerve in this track, still looking henchman to your lip. Do anything, but I feel like I put in too much effort. For someone to just come, then take everything from me, they put a bit of money, I blow, they take credit. I feel like you gotta be deeper in than that. Like I was saying, to me it's not about the money. Before I start looking at your money, I want to look at you from a human perspective. I want to see your intentions. I want to see your train of thought. I want to see how you think as a person. Because imagine I get sponsored by someone. Then, okay, let's say, okay, kid, you're talented. I like your music. You're great. You're great. I get sponsored by that person. Everything's going well. It's going well. I'm building up traction. I end up blowing. The moment I blow, I'm now generating my own income. Let's say I made you. You give me 99%. You gotta understand. These are businessmen sometimes. If you're looking for a businessman, you gotta look for one who's got you at best interest. So I feel like just look at the intentions before you look at the money, because it kills you if you just look at someone's money, what they have, but you don't look at their intentions. I think that's how people should use that as a template before approaching Mbingas or being approached by Mbingas. That's what I think.
Right, 18 minutes to 8 is our time, and remember you are still listening to MSU Radio 90.3 or 101.7 FM. Send us your messages on 0782903 I am with Swerfsip in the studio, and wow, we're having quite interesting conversations around here, but as we are just continuing with our conversation, allow me to give you a track coming through from Swerfsip. This one is called Ho, because I think already Coach Moscow requested for that song. I don't know why. He talked about something to do with Manaman morning and things like that. That's where he got it from and things like that. Okay, tell me about this track. You know, before I'm zealous to play it. Tell me about this track before I play it.
Okay, if you like, in the lyrics it says, "How Ungandi Kwati say Ho." It's basically like about, Ho is like a very intimidating word. Let's say you're in a confrontation with another person. You tell them, hey, stop messing with me. I'm going to beat you up. It's like, it's a bit creepy, You're like, oh, I'm dead.
Okay.
So it's like, I try to make a party vibe where you can vibe up. You with the guys, like, you're just having fun. That's the kind of structure. That's the kind of thing I'm doing.
Yeah. All right. Quite interesting. All right, let me just drop it now, because before it actually burns the computer, because I can feel it. It's actually getting ready right about now. Coming through from Swerfsip and what you call it? Ura
Karachi.
Ura Karachi. All right. Where is it from?
It's from Gweru.
From Gweru. All right. So this is a track coming through from Swerfsip and Ura Karachi with a track called Ho, and I hope that you get enjoyed.
Some waste man vibes. Fiani man, now what's gone?
So, such an artist. Which 3 artists would you choose, or which 3 artists do you look up to?
Which 3 artists do I look up to?
In any genre in Zimbabwe.
Definitely look up to Winky D.
Big shout out to that one. First of all, somebody just said the goat for the first time. For the first time, I've heard somebody talking about the goat in the studio. Well, fine, I know that I can't hold myself whenever I hear about Wicked D, right? In the studio, but somebody just said, somebody just mentioned the goat.
I like Wicked D, man. He's versatile. He's a talented guy.
All right.
He's a genius, actually. Let's put it that way.
All right. And the second one?
Chaku.
All right. Mr. Okay.
Mr. Okay.
Why did you choose Mr. Okay?
I feel like he's a thorough artist. He knows what he's doing. He knows his producers. He knows how to write. His delivery is on point. It's just an all-rounder. Understand? It's an all-rounder.
Yeah. And the third one?
The third one. Let me think. Third artist. I think. Chapface, man.
All right. So at least for the first time, somebody didn't mention, somebody who is in your genre didn't mention Holiday. Not that I have a beef with Holiday. Just saying that it feels like most of the young guys is Holiday. Coming through from Swerfsip and Ura Karanchi with the track called the Ho. Yeah, I thought the Ho part of it that should what happened?
It's just like, as guys, like, you just gotta be masculine, It's now a generation where they're teaching us the opposite. So you gotta teach guys to be a bit masculine, aggressive.
Okay, all right.
We need that aggression back.
Yeah. All right. So our time is kind of running, but we still have a little bit of time. But now, how have you been marketing your music lately as an artist?
I've been using the internet, TikTok, Instagram Reels, Facebook Reels, and all that stuff. Plus just word of mouth, just going around like sending it over to people, telling them what I do and stuff.
All right. So which other platforms can somebody can be able to get hold of your music today?
I've got my music on every platform where there's music. Apple Music, Spotify, Deezer, TuneCo. TuneCo is a distributor. Everywhere, SoundCloud, AudioMac, YouTube, just everywhere.
We want them to know that when they go there, which name do they find and things like that. We want them to be knowing that when they go on YouTube, what do they search for them to find your channel. When they go to Facebook, what do they search? When they go to wherever, iTunes, whatever it is.
Okay, it's you search Swerfsip, SWERFSIP, or you go on Google, search Wagwan Manaman. I'll come up at the top.
All right.
I'll come up with the top.
Okay, so tell me about this Manaman. Where did it come from?
It's just like it's a common terminology in the UK, like Manaman. It's like if you know the word mandem, like, it goes along those lines. It's just I found out it's got a ring to it, so I added Wagwan to it, so it's now Wagwan Manaman. So I feel like it's just something that people have seen it.
Okay. Yeah. So here, let me start about this. You have already told me. I want you to just I want you to just say out any other ways that people want to work with you, or people want to inquire from you in terms of shows and things like that. How do they get hold of you?
Okay, if you wanna get in touch with me, like for shows and stuff, you can just send an email. Like it's swerfsip@gmail.com. That's SWERFSIP@gmail.com.
So the S is in caps, or?
No, it's not caps. It's
okay.
just
All right. And is that the only way they can contact you?
Nah, there's a lot of ways actually. Like you can go on my Instagram, my Facebook, Twitter.
On your socials.
Yeah, that's the same username for all platforms.
All right. Yeah. So I believe that we got other beautiful ladies who are probably listening, and they're probably just hoping that this guy is he taken or he's not or something like that. So, do you wish you want to talk about that?
I think I should.
Okay. Well, you gotta tell them, because definitely these ladies are gonna be on you like that, like right now. As soon as you get out of here,
I'm taking applications.
Okay.
Taking applications.
All right.
Send your CV, make it nice. You gotta make it look Gucci. You feel me?
Wow. Wow. Okay, so ladies, you've heard it yourself. The guy
Make it look dope. Make it look dope.
The-
I don't take boring CVs, you see.
Okay. The guy is open for business, in other words.
Open for business.
He's open for business. So, you can go for business and go for it. Go for it. You might get a shot, you know what I mean? And I know that nowadays I've heard that us men Tawandi Sabufura Kazi. So, of course, you know, I'm sure he's even taking 2-2 or 3-3, you know, so that at least he accommodates everybody. You understand? So, anyway, any last words that you want to give out to a fan that you've met just today? A fan who just liked your music and this whole interview that we have been having today. Any last words you want to give to your fans as well as to other fellow artists out there that you want to give out?
Yeah, to the fans, I just want to say thank you for supporting. If you love my stuff, it means a lot, man. Because this whole music journey to me is a personal journey. I'll get into it later on in other interviews. But it's very personal to me how I started this whole journey. I'm willing to share it one day with the whole world, you feel me? Because the plan, I want to go global. That's what I want to do. I got a lot of stuff to actually say to all of humanity. Yeah, so yeah, that's... Yeah.
And to those that have listened to these projects, what can we expect? What is cooking?
Right now, we're cooking some crazy stuff. That's all I can say. You gotta keep tuned in. Because when the albums come in, it's going to be something else.
Yeah.
We're aiming international, straight international.